Mindful Life Practice community.
So we're going to start sitting on our mat. You can sit on a cushion or a bolster if you want to. Before I start, I will apologize if you hear a lot of background noise because my brother came today to my aunt's house where I live. He's so loud. So I was upstairs and I was like, you need to be quiet for 1 hour. You cannot talk for 1 hour. So we'll see how he does. So I'm apologizing in advance. So let's just get our eyes closed, or maybe just rest your gaze. You can cross the legs, rest your hands on your knees. And let's just find our breath. If you want to take a couple deep inhales and then sigh it out, that sometimes helps me to find that grounding. So I just take a deep inhale and sigh it out through the mouth. You can take a few more of those if you want as we begin our Yoga Nidra class. I want to thank you all for being here and for joining me in this practice. My last practice for the next 8 weeks as a teacher. Our last Yoga Nidra of this season. It's crazy. I feel like time has just been flying by. Tonight we're going to go through a bit of a truth, self-love, Yin and Nidra class. And I think it like inadvertently lends itself well to this whole idea that Siobhan and I were just saying, like she had to listen to herself and take a break when it was time, and I'm doing the same, and now she's listening to her body and is coming back as a teacher. And I think it's just so important that we take those moments and listen and are true to ourselves, right? It doesn't mean I'm quitting. It doesn't mean I'm giving up yoga. In fact, entirely the opposite. I want to focus on my yoga again as a student. So we're going to slowly just bring our eyes to open, and we're going to get into our first posture for tonight. So we're going to kind of do some hip stuff because that's where we tend to hold a lot of, our stress. And I think it always feels good for most people. So we're going to start making our way to laying on our back. If you want a cushion under your head, you can. And oh my goodness, my back is cracking as I lay down. So we're going to start by taking a half happy baby. So what we're going to do is the left leg can either be like stay bent or come out straight. I'm going to keep mine bent. We're going to bring the right knee to the chest, and then you're going to take your right hand, so same hand as the leg, reach to the inside of the foot, and then push up. Okay, so your foot is flat, like as if you're going to walk on the ceiling. And this leg, as I said, the left, you can kind of play with it. Do you want it out straight? Do you want to like butterfly it? Keep it up. Kind of find whatever works for you. In this posture, you should be feeling probably your lower back pressing into the ground, and then a stretch through the hamstring on the right leg and into the hip. As much as you'll want to take your right shoulder off of the ground, just try to keep it relaxed as you find this first side of your happy baby or half happy baby. This is a great posture for opening our hips, our inner thighs. It reduces lower back pain, realigns and stretches your spine. So many benefits. But it's also good for easing stress and anxiety. It improves fatigue and is also good for lowering your heart rate. So as you're resting into this posture, this half happy baby, remember to keep your breath steady. You don't need to change it. Remember that yin is about finding your edge and staying a while, staying in that stillness. If you're feeling a little bit of discomfort, know that that's okay and that we won't be here forever. If you're feeling pain, make an adjustment. We won't stay here much longer. That whole concept of discomfort versus pain is another way that we can listen to ourselves, right? And be true to ourselves. Sometimes we push ourselves past a point that we should, or past the point we should. We push ourselves too far. Often people do that at the gym, when really we should be honoring and listening to what our body is telling us. Let's slowly bring that right leg back down, release the fingers when it's comfortable, and slowly bring the foot back to the mat. And just find yourself here in a neutral position. How does your body feel one side versus the other? Do you feel a difference? I definitely feel the difference in my hips and leg area. I think even into my back, just observing the differences. And then we'll take this on the left side. So whatever you did with your left leg last time, you can do that with your right leg. And we'll bring the left knee into the chest. Left hand grabs the inside of the left foot. And then we push up. Foot as flat as if you're walking on the ceiling. You might find that this side is a little easier or a little more difficult. That's normal. Totally okay. Try to remember to relax into the shoulder. You don't want to be causing stress or tension through there. I was talking a bit before class with Yasser about my new job, and if you are new here, I was a teacher for 15 years and taught overseas for a majority of that, and moved home in June. And since then, I kept saying I was going to supply teach, and Never did because I was too stressed out about it. And a month ago, I started working at a dental office and it came out of nowhere. And I feel like at the beginning, I felt guilty. I thought, like, I'm not using my degree. What did I go to school for? And, but I'm, I decided to listen to myself and know that teaching isn't my truth anymore. And that's okay. I realize it now, but I struggled with it a lot. I'd always wanted to be a teacher. That's what I was going to do. So many of my family members are teachers. That's what I should do. And it was my truth for 15 years. And it's not anymore. And that's okay. Let's slowly release that left leg, releasing the hand when it's comfortable, and coming back to our neutral position. You can kind of just let the knees fall together and rest here. I'm going to give you two options for our next posture. I had originally planned that we were going to do thread the needle. And so if you want to join me in that, I'll show you what we're going to do. If you just want to be chill and relax, want to take it a little bit easier, you can just come into a supine twist. So if that's the case, just bringing the knees up to the chest and letting them fall over to one side, keeping the torso as flat as you can on the mat. And if you would like to join me in thread of the needle, we're going to take the left leg, cross it over the right, and you could stay here, or you could take your left hand, pushing it into the left knee for a little bit more tension through here. Or if you'd like, you can lift up and lace the fingers behind the right thigh. Feeling that stretch through the hip and hamstring, feeling the lower back pressing into the ground. Taking any variation of this posture or the supine twist, knowing that there's no hierarchy of poses, none of which are better or stronger than the other. It's just about what's right for you. I must have really felt like I needed some hip stuff when I was planning this class. I don't know. Anyways, I am really enjoying my job because if you've been a teacher, you know, you never leave your work as a teacher. You just never get to leave it. Like, you leave the building, but you take home planning, or you take home grading, or even if you refuse to take home physical work, you're always thinking about, what am I going to teach for this, or how am I going to help this student, or what am I going to do to make this better or make them understand this? And it's always what you're thinking about. Like, you never ever get to let it all go. And with my current job, I go to work and I enjoy myself during the day, and I'm learning, and then I come home and work's over. And I've never had that experience before. Let's switch to the other side. So slowly releasing whichever version of this that you've taken. Both feet coming back flat on the mat. Again, feeling that neutral, noticing the difference from one side to the other. And then whatever pose you just took, you're going to take it on the opposite side. Okay, so if you were in supine twist, you'll let the legs drop to the other side. And if you were inside the needle, we'll cross the right foot over the left knee this time, either taking this version, pushing into the knee, or bringing your left leg up and lacing the fingers behind the left thigh. Trying to take whatever version you did, trying to do the same on this leg. That being said, I can't do this on that side. And so if I had my strap, I would use my strap to help me. Here it is. This leg is always tighter and I can't do it on this side, and that's okay. So I'm just gonna use my strap for a little extra help. Anyways, yeah, and so today I started taking a course at work. My boss is really being awesome about, getting me training and stuff. And so she's paying for me to take a sterilization course through a dental university. And so I started that today. And so when I'm done this course, I have to finish by the beginning of June. And when I'm done, I'll be certified to work in sterilization in any sort of medical facility, which is kind of cool. There's so much to learn. And so I think that even though I'm not using my degree and doing what I thought I'd always do, I'm listening to myself. I'm still being true to myself in that I've always loved learning. I've always loved education. And it just looks different for me, And I think that that's really cool. It was really scary at first, but now it feels good. Feels really good. And so if you're reflecting or looking at your truth right now, your life, your situation, are you being your authentic self? Are you doing things for you? Or are you doing them for someone else, or because you feel like you have to, or all of those things we tell ourselves? It's just kind of interesting to think about. Let's release the left leg, bringing it back down to the floor. And let the right foot join it. And then again, bring those knees together. And how does your body feel now? Do you feel more of a sense of balance? We're going to set up for one more pose before our Nidra. And I think it's only fitting that we get into a reclined butterfly. So we're going to just slowly make our way up to seated, however that looks or works for you. And if you have a block and a bolster, or a block and some cushions, we're going to set up a little ramp situation. So I like to put my block on the second height, and then I take my bolster and just set it on top. So you want this ramp like an angle. If you don't have these exact props, you can use cushions piled up, or some books at the end or whatever, so that you have sort of higher by the head and lower down here. And then we're going to come to sit just at the base of our ramp. Okay. And let's bring the soles of feet together. And then we're slowly going to walk ourselves back onto this ramp. So your whole torso should be, and head should be supported by your ramp. Your feet are together. And then if you want more stretch through the hips, since that seems to be what we're doing, you can just bring the feet in closer to your body. And if you want less stretch through the hips, walk the feet out. So just finding that space that works for you. And then palms can come face up beside you. Rest the eyes, rest the shoulders. I have to say, I'm shocked at how quiet it is so far upstairs. I never imagined he could be so quiet. This whole idea of being honest with ourselves, or living our truth, or whatever, it kind of connects to yoga philosophy, which I'm not going to get into, but there's this concept of satya. And if you've been to classes with the mindful life practice, you've probably heard someone or other talking about it. And satya is this idea of being brave, in a way, of living honestly. And in order to be brave and live honestly, we kind of need to untangle and challenge our beliefs in a way, so that we can sort of let go of what is no longer valid or truthful for us, because you tend to hold on to things that you think are true, right? Maybe from your childhood, and as an adult, and as we grow, we can sort of let go of those things and reevaluate our truth. Your truth can change from one day to the next, even. So it's important that we're sort of always assessing that in a way. Satya asks us to be honest in what we're doing with our lives, who we are in relationships, and what our intentions are. Satya asks us to be non-judgmental, so that we can welcome and examine all parts of ourselves, our limitations, and the places that we've chosen to ignore. And in being non-judgmental, Satya asks us to stop lying to ourselves, and in doing so, walking fearlessly through our lives. All of these things sort of connect and intertwine through the idea of living honestly. We're going to get ready for the Nidra portion of our practice. And so if you want to stay here, you're welcome to, maybe extending the legs just to get comfortable. Maybe you want to come into a traditional Shavasana. I invite you to move now into whatever position works for you tonight, wherever you feel like you could be still and comfortable for the last half of our class. This is a good chance to grab your blanket or your eye pillow or whatever you have that will make this practice perfect for you. I'll give you a couple of minutes to find your spot and get comfy. If you want to get into your bed or you want to lay on the couch, all of those options are good options. As you're finding your position, just sort of examine your body, and if there are any lumps or bumps that are causing discomfort, make any adjustments. You want to turn out the lights, anything at all. Awesome. We're going to walk through a self-love Yoga Nidra tonight. Making sure that you take any last minute adjustments that you need. Getting ready to do nothing. This time is just for you. This practice is just for you. There are no shoulds, no shouldn'ts. There's no way to do it wrong. This is about you. This is for you. So make yourself as comfortable as you like, in just the way you like. Getting comfortable for this practice of non-doing. Begin checking now that your body is as relaxed as can be. And if you can't completely relax, that's fine. You're welcome just as you are. Your whole body is melting into the support of the earth beneath you, held by the support of the earth beneath you. Nothing for you to do. Body is supported and resting. Awareness continues on. Yoga Nidra has now begun. We're now beginning the process of sweeping energy throughout the body. As your awareness moves, you'll direct your energy from point to point. You might like to experience it as a loving caress of energy or a little smile to each body part along the way. Experiencing in any way that feels soothing. Float awareness over to the right hand. Welcome the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Awareness floating over to the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Right wrist, left wrist, right elbow, left elbow. Soothing caress of energy to the right shoulder. The left shoulder. Hollow of the throat. Back of the head near the top. The crown of the head. The eyebrow center. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Right eye. Left eye. Right ear. Left ear. Right cheek. Left cheek. Tip of the nose. Upper lip. Lower lip. The tip of the chin. Hollow of the throat. Heart center. Right side of the chest. Heart center. Left side of the chest. Heart center. Navel center. Moving your energy to the tip of the tailbone. Right hip. Left hip. Right knee. Left knee. Sweeping energy to the right ankle. Left ankle. Right big toe. second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. The whole right side of the body, all is welcome. The whole left side of the body, all is welcome. The whole body together. The whole body together. The whole body together. Welcome the whole body all at once. Every aspect of the body in every way is welcome. And now allow the memory of one lovely experience you've had in your life to arise in your awareness. A lovely experience. Something that made you smile. Maybe something you saw, felt, tasted, smelled. Maybe even just the ease of this moment. Thanking the body for its role in allowing you to be there at that moment, to enjoy that lovely experience. Thanking your body for all the little ways it's contributed to the joy, learning, and evolving in your life. Appreciating the body and also knowing that your being extends far beyond the body alone. Exploring further now beyond the physical body to the energy. Bring your awareness to your breath. Just your natural breath, nothing for you to do. Your body is miraculously breathing itself. Your body is taking care of this for you. Notice the breath flowing in and out through the nostrils. Two streams of air softly flowing in and flowing out. Feel as you breathe in that you are breathing in energy, vital life force. This vital life force is known as prana. Breathing in prana energy. And as this energy flows in, feel that you pull it in all the way down to your stomach. And as you exhale, feel the energy disperse out to all parts of the energy body. Inhale, pulling energy in deep down to the stomach. Exhale, energy dispersing throughout the body. Inhaling energy, exhaling, it disperses out to the tips of the fingers, toes, the top of your head. Inhale, exhale. Keep breathing in this way for the next few breaths. Inhaling energy and exhaling this dispersing energy throughout your body. Bring awareness back to the breath if it's wandered off. Feel your body alive with energy. Noticing any positive sensations in this moment. Maybe a feeling of energy, peace, expansion. Give gratitude to the energy body for allowing you to feel this positive sensation. Now opening up to the creativity of the mind and access to your inner wisdom. I will name a series of symbols, and your mind might wander or might not be able to project these images, but simply be the witness, as if you're watching a screen. Images or no images, it doesn't matter. Simply watching. Try to visualize the items as I say their names aloud. A bright star, a paper airplane, a frog in a pond, a yellow flower, misty mountains, a bushel of apples, waves on the ocean, a cozy sweater, pink clouds, sunlight shining through a crystal, take a moment to thank your mind for any pleasant, creative, or insightful experiences that might have arisen. Your mind is a subtle and useful part of your being, and yet there is more to yourself. The deepest part of yourself is there through it all. aware of every experience, ever present. Present in the experience of the physical body, present when the body is resting, present when experiencing the energy body and when not experiencing the energy body. Through all this, there is a thread that remains, the essence of your being. It is awareness. Beyond your body, your energy, your mind, you are awareness. Pure awareness without any trappings. Eternally peaceful and free. Your essence is peace. You are peace. You are the one you've been looking for all along. You are the one you've been looking for all along. Rest now for a moment in the beauty and peace that is you. You in your deepest essence. Pure awareness, externally peaceful and free. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice your body breathing. Feel your body breathing. Take a moment to enjoy the non-doing of your breathing. Now take a deep breath in. Feel energy and awareness coming back to your body. Become aware of your body lying on your mat. Feel the props that are supporting you. Feel the floor and the mat under your body. Notice the temperature of the room on your cheeks. Notice any sounds around you. Take another big breath in and exhale. Yoga Nidra is now complete. I invite you to gently bring some movement back into your body, perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes. With no rush at all, we'll start to make our way back to seated. But if you want to stay where you are, by all means, please do that. Honoring your body as you move, moving in ways that feel good and supported. We'll come together for closing pose, but you can take it from wherever you are. Lying down is a great way to do it. And so whether you have returned to a seat, wherever you are, I invite you to place your hands on your heart, or perhaps together at heart center. And let's dedicate our next breath in gratitude to honor the roots of yoga and all of those teachers who have come before us. Let's dedicate our next breath to each other for sharing in this space and this practice. And finally, a breath of gratitude for yourself for taking time to do something for you today. I'm so, so grateful for you for being here and sharing this practice with me. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you, friends.